Everybody, clearing. Okay, yep, I still have a cold. Doing okay, but I took a day off yesterday and I'm gonna do this great big reading from the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine point of view. I'm gonna start with the Divine Feminine and compare the energies, but I'm really getting that this is a motion for the Divine Feminines to fully let go of the Divine Masculines. For those who are following my readings, there is a deep internal letting go and an external letting go. So no matter where you are at in your journey, there is another level of the releasing of the need for something to transpire in a certain way with the person, and a deepening of the trust with the divine. Okay, so let's get into, actually, let's see what the Divine Feminines most need to know going into this reading. Temperance. It's because you've come into inner union, balance, masculine and feminine with the sun and the moon. And the equinox energies I'm getting heavily are helping with this, but the work that all of the feminines have been observing in their own right. We are all going through a collective motion on the planet, and the Divine Feminines are embodying this balance because the feminine is coming into balance on the planet. So it happens within all of us, and the Divine Feminines are meant to be looking at temperance and the hard work that you've done here coming into it. So let's see what the masculines are meant to go into this reading with. Wow, so much. So meditation about union, about 1111, Four of Wands. There's my cat. So yeah, claiming independence. That's my spirit animal of independence. So Divine Feminines, or sorry, Divine Masculines, you're really being asked to meditate on what this union energy is. The union with your feminine, the union within you and your high heart, your inner feminine energy should be going through some of this temperance. And then we have, wow, all of this feminine energy. It's so stunning. I'm really getting this shift of things. We have not only the Empress, but the Queen of Cups, the Tower, and my card of the 3D. So in the reverse, for the Divine Masculines, there is this sudden and utter awareness of what unity consciousness is, what things would be in their lives that would align with the real deal. They're seeing where unconditional love does not exist in their lives, where this abundance isn't fully there. You are having major realizations, internal dismantling of previous paradigms, and dropping through the 3D into this incredible new navigation, embodied union energies. So Divine Masculines are feeling the distance, feeling the removal of the Divine Feminine chasing or needing in any way because of this temperance. This is stunning. Okay, can't make that up. Let's go into the daily reading. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine counterparts? How are the Divine Feminines thinking and feeling about this journey? How are they? What are they wishing? What actions are they taking? What is the biggest challenge for the Divine Feminines at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? Let's have a look at what the Divine Masculines are up to regarding their thoughts on the connection, their feelings on the heart space, their wishes going forward in this energy, the actions that are being taken, the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time, the spirit-guided solution for that challenge, and the motion the energies are taking, And then we're going to do a union space card as well. I like that I said union space because I thought cosmic energy card. Okay, so feminines, what are you up to? What are your thoughts? Wow, yes, the Naked Heart, which is unique to this deck. It's all about stepping into mission and opening your heart further beyond the things you thought were life before maybe this journey, you know, the heartache, all of the lower vibrational stuff, the suffering you're transcending. This card comes after the world, after the ascension in this deck, and your thoughts are raised higher. You are letting go of the heartache. This is the primary card. This is the clarifier card from the Wild Unknown deck for the feminines reading here. So you are focusing on your higher path, and you are inspired to release. I'm hearing on behalf of humanity, on behalf of the feminine polarity. You are the trailblazers, divine feminines, the specialists that can do this. That's why you've been in the trenches of it with your eyes wide open. And it's part of your mission. It's part of your becoming. What is going on with the masculines at this time? Six of Pentacles and strength. So in the reverse, this is that breadcrumbing card, or what appears to be breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing doesn't really happen the same way on the divine twin journey as it does with more player karmic energy. I have to say, this is a different thing. If we have casual connections with soulmates and we've been played, yes, we can be breadcrumbed. Also, divine counterparts can do the breadcrumbing thing. You alone understand whether you have a karmic situation or a twin flame situation. If you're getting unbelievable supernatural signs and synchronicities and your whole life is blowing open and you're on this magical Alice in Wonderland, otherworldly fairy tale, that's a twin flame. Boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, one night stand, no, that's not what we're talking about. Somebody that you banged and then ghosted you, no, that's not the same. So this is a card that's talking about the divine masculines balancing out the divine masculine polarity on the planet as the feminines do this. So divine masculines are truly finding the humble strength in alignment with, I'm getting home is where the heart is. This is the divine feminine taming the beast, balancing out with eternal love. You are the light. You are that home is where the heart is vibe, divine feminine, and the divine masculines are calming down in themselves. They are settling their energy. They're tempering. You are like a catalyst at a distance. As you do this initial work of letting go, it quiets that untamable. And the question of reciprocity begins to come in on a new level. Let's see what the union energies are. We are getting Temple of Suspended Endings. So first off, this has been a very cosmic deep work. And so all of this has been going on behind the scenes while the feminine and masculine polarities have been balancing out on the planet. Transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. Do you all remember when we got the serenity prayer for every day for weeks a while ago? In the fall, I think it was, earlier on. I don't remember exactly, but it was incessant. This whole idea of the division, the discernment of karma. And so as the divine feminines have been letting go of heartache and processing and having that high priestess mercy, humility, serenity, compassion, knowing what is ours, divine feminine, and what is the divine masculine polarity within us and without, that has been sifting through whose karmic responsibility things are and unearthing the codependency on the planet. As we all systematically have been doing that, it's been balancing the scales. And then we have Pegasian Stargate, sophistication, ingenuity, originality, and elegance. I just heard the music of the spheres. Heavenly incense, I just heard. So this is an act of worship. When we desire this kind of purity and stunning beauty, running through our lives and being brought into the world, when we're all free to just navigate as free spirits, how serene, how elegant. So there has been this slow motion dance of these becoming energies. It's all been productive, everybody. Okay, what are the feminines feeling on the heart space? Spirit of Cups. I believe this is the King of Cups and the High Priestess. So let me just actually double check that, because it's kind of a new deck to me, so I want to make sure. Might take a minute. Maybe I'm meant to read it as well. Yeah, Spirit of Cups is the King of Cups. So I am the spirit of my emotions. I'm being encouraged to embrace my emotional wisdom and compassion and share it with those around me. I have found great balance within, and the world needs my light. So in the reverse like this, distrusting of others' motives and intentions, acts suspicious with unpredictable reactions, emotionally withdrawn and disconnected, repressed emotions guide the story, emotionally manipulative instead of outwardly clear of needs. So divine feminines, you have been reconciling your own divine masculine, because this is the king, tendencies to create stories in your mind. You've been going in with this high priestess, finely tuned third eye, crown chakra energy, going in there and uprooting any of the falsities on the heart space and really understanding what your cosmic, global, collective, personal, generational sense of belonging is in the name of love. That is a massive thing. Rewind that if you need to hear it again, because divine feminines, this is high level intuitive surgery going on in the heart space, so that you never blame your masculine for anything, that you see things for what they are impeccably, so that you don't align with things and throw yourself off balance when wishful thinking doesn't produce the right results. Let me say that again. When we don't know these inner things, when we can't feel with this sensitivity of right and wrong, when we have tuned out and we're pretending in our life, we don't have this deeply guided knowing. We hope and dream, we play pretend, we're in a fantasy land. And so divine feminines, you've been waking out of that dream and bringing back your wits about you, and realizing that all of the things that you engage in are up to you. You don't bring anything in or align with it or manifest anything that you haven't given permission to by putting yourself in proximity to it. Yes, the magnetic pull is so strong between twins. We're kind of suckers for it in some ways, but divine feminines, you can't blame your divine masculines. When you do this, take this accountability. It's beautiful. Okay, divine masculines. Oh yes, the high priestess for the divine masculines. So there is this collaboration and continuity. The divine feminines doing this and the divine masculines doing this. It's flip-flopped here. So high priestess energy is the clarifier for the King of Cups, this deep surgical sorting of energies within the emotional imbalances. Forgiveness, I'm hearing. And then for the divine masculines, their sole focus is on embodying this high priestess energy in their own right in the present moment and letting go of attachment to the outcome. So both are being released. There is a heart space collective exhale here, because everybody is taking the other off of the hot seat. Divine masculines are coming into the safety and wholeness needed to see the divine feminine is not a threat. Because divine feminine, you're no longer ambushing or chasing or fearing that this connection, or that a romantic connection, is being lost or taken from you or scarce, or you've healed that. And so now there is this deep unspoken recognition of what is. True twins will understand that message. My goodness. Okay, so on the heart space, harmonic oscillator, timing, rhythm, synchronicity, and frequency. So matching frequencies, this high priestess, I mean, if this is a resonance of, I'm going to put these high priestesses up here again, this resonance, transference, talk about the quantum entanglement. Like, I want to shake my hands that both are resonating like that on this cosmic Om level. It's so interesting. Okay, what are the feminines wishing for? Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups. This is a card of mourning. So the feminines are wishing to really embody the unconditional love and see the best in everything that's happened, including the divine counterpart. This is complete forgiveness, finished business, closure in the divine feminine's own right, regardless of the masculine. You know, we don't need direct closure with any individual. What is needed for true reconciliation is full personal accountability and self-love. Despite everything that has transpired, say thank you, and everything that will be, say yes. And that is where the divine feminines are at. How glorious. Okay, divine masculines, wishing to embody the emperor energy and continue to eliminate some of this burden so that their soul fire passion, this does reduce to the Ace of Wands, which is in relation to the Ace of Cups here. I'm getting that the Ace of Cups, the turn that it takes for the Ace of Cups to be fully realized completely, and for the rest of these wands to go out of the picture of this card, and the one Ace of Wands being left there, I'm getting that they are exactly in direct proportion towards the finish line of embodying these things in the polarities, coming into this level of discipline and mastery, divine masculine, so that they can come forward to their divine feminine, aka come forward to their ideal life with all of the karmic clearing behind them. So that's not going to resonate for everyone fully, depending on the stage of journey that you're in. There's going to be a new level of that clearing for each counterpart, whichever cycle they are in. What can we see for the union? Wow, yeah, beautiful. Spine of fire, true self, passion, motivation, and purpose. Those are words that describe the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups that just showed up. So everybody is continuing this personal sovereign alignment act, which is creating the intrinsic motivation because of the purpose embodied by each of the twins and the continued authentic motion. We have Temple of Destiny, or of eventual destinies, benevolence, spiritual progression, and enlightenment. So another card that's talking about the journey, the process of things, and to hold the faith that it's becoming. We also get Temple of Elevated Senses, impeccability, advancement, and loftiness. So just when you think you've gotten there, whole new level unlocks, and it keeps going higher. And Prism of Existence, separation, extension, independence, and identity. This is one of my twin flame cards. So self and other and the union space. And so remember, you are never alone. You are entangled, quantumly connected. You resonate. We've seen that resonance, that model of this cosmology of the twin flame dance. We are never separate from our twin. We're feeding into the same collective understanding of energy, the same puzzle being worked from two sides of the coin, autonomously, sovereignly. You know, people ask what is union? How do we know when union is? We are always in union. with our counterpart, our true counterpart. We also entangle with soulmates. So this model, because it is a divine template of what pure relationship is, divine union space and individuality, because it is this, it functions in every relationship ideally that we have. How much we fight this or align with it determines how codependent it is. I just got. Beautiful. Okay. Actions for the feminines. Okay. Strength, humility, and kindness. So continuing to walk the walk. Embodiment of compassion. Embodiment of, I just heard, even in uncharted territory or atypical, non-traditional ways, divine feminines, you're going into the deep, dark underbelly, divine feminines, and bringing light in places that light not dare go before now, because you have this humble strength. You can walk into any dimension now and represent this sweet goodness. That's incredible, divine feminines. Divine masculines, Three of Cups and the Hierophant. So joy and celebration and divine sorting. So this can mean third-party energies, multiple options. Divine masculines, you are really paying attention to the frequencies of many cups, many opportunities for love, exchange. You're asking for high priest understanding. This is channeling on a very high level. So whatever divine masculines are doing right now, there is a lot of realization of where true connection lays. And you're having your energetic eyes opened to the truths of things. I'm really getting that divine masculines, in that motion of trying to protect yourselves from losing freedom, you've kept your options open. This is a card of keeping your options open. It's a party card, a rebellion card sometimes, multiple people, but it's also joy, celebration. And what I'm seeing here, divine masculines, is that you're being able to embrace the love from all directions and to realize that it's your own receptivity. Which is beautiful, because masculine energy gives. It's a very sexual image I'm getting right now, but that release, the giving that the masculine biologically does. We get it here, divine masculines, where your high heart is opening to receiving authentic love and not feeling like you have to overgive everywhere. So it's doing two things. It's recalibrating this idea of freedom being this incessant need to give everywhere, to be God's gift to everything, everywhere, and to allow that love to come back into you in true nurture. But it's also causing you to have much more of an authentic understanding of the frequencies that might make up the banquet of options. Okay, interesting actions, everybody. It's so exciting. Okay, what can we get for the union? Communion, contemplation, and higher mind. So both are in this state of channeling. My High Priest card is a state of channeling, and often when I think of praying without ceasing, it's synonymous in my mind with this connection to higher self, with channeling energy. I envision it as being in alignment with a toroidal flow, going both ways, one from the earth energies, one from the cosmic through the crown and up through the root, cycling. And when you're humming along in that light-filled, conscious awareness of actions, speech, deeds, implications, discernment of frequencies, you are in consistent communion with higher mind. And I see that, divine feminines, you've got your, protection shields activated, your frequency detector meter force fields systems engaged. Oh my gosh, that was a mouthful. And divine masculines, you have this higher knowing coming in as you navigate all of the things. It seems like a more multidimensional, in the world, not of the world kind of thing going on. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines? Wow, Skyfather. So this is the Emperor again with secretly. So Emperor in the reverse is talking about letting go of control issues. Also letting go of the masculine. Well, it's no secret, divine feminines, because we're getting in the energy that you're actually doing it. But it can be a self-interest, secrecy card, a strategy card. So it's nice because many times in 3D alignment, we think we need to tell the person, I'm letting you go. Bye, see ya. Do you want to have another chance at stopping me? No, this is the challenge, just letting go gracefully, quietly, in your own right, deep within, and doing that surrender authentically, divine feminine. So that's the challenge, is not needing any external proofs, or not quite proofs, feedback regarding this letting go and doing it in your own right. Let's get the solution. Yeah, wow, choosing. This is the crossroad, the truth of love, the truth of fear, and justice. You can see the motif on these cards is very much in alignment. So this is as within, so without. Divine feminines, if you truly surrender with this amount of love on the heart space and just choose the higher truth, the unconditional love, not the clinging, not the needing, not the needing to be attached at all, full surrender. It brings justice of what is meant for you in all ways externally. So that either brings in your true twin or unhooks your energetic influence from your divine masculine. Yes, you can be so masterful to totally do that, so that your divine masculine can rise into their pristine accountability for their own responsible, accountable, what is the word? I want to say manipulation of energies, their own free will. When you fully surrender, fully let go, then your divine counterpart can be realized and seen authentically, divine feminine. So that's the advice for you. What is the divine masculine challenge? Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups in the reverse. Anybody remember seeing that? Gold stars for anybody who was looking at this energy at the beginning of the reading. The heartache, the King of Cups in the reverse. So divine masculines, here's another mirrored thing as divine feminines fully release. And we saw that in the divine feminine challenge. Fully surrender the connection to the divine, to the universe, to the powers that be. Divine masculines, you are realizing how instrumental this connection has been, but this is the challenge. It is the emotionality and the illusion of separation. The binding of the knowledge of these deep connections I just heard, the inescapable knowing that this person has wreaked havoc on your life and your beliefs and your awareness of reality and the way that you thought the whole of existence functioned. Yeah, it's like, I'm going to say it again, dun dun dun. And the final act is coming in, the plot twist, divine masculines. It's this plot twist feeling that you have certainly realized. Oh, I'm hearing a little too late. A little too little, a little too late. How does that go? Anyways, I'm getting that. Or that there is this possible foolishness that you didn't see it so simply and so accessibly in the past. Timing is everything. What is the advice? oh my gosh, Queen of Wands and the Union energy. So didn't we get, maybe we got, no, in the beginning we got this Union energy. So divine masculines, yeah, it is time to collaborate with your divine counterpart to really understand that the beauty you see in your feminine, the flow and empowerment that you see in your divine feminine, there is no reason that you should be holding your feminine at bay. Yes, go towards your feminine. If separation is an issue, concede your ego and go towards your feminine with humility and recognition. I'm being reminded of a Mark Twain quote. I'm going to botch it, but it was essentially something like, when I was 19, I thought my dad was the stupidest man on earth, and by the time I was 20, I thought, gee, he'd learned a lot. There's something like that here for the masculines. Coming into this deep, compassionate, humble recognition of the impact that this connection has had on their life on a whole new level here. And it is causing the sexual charge to grow again. The divine feminine has truly been recouping their own autonomous sexual energy, and the masculines want some of that, I just heard. Okay, beautiful. What is the shared space? So we're getting Pleiadian Stargate. I love the Pleiadian energy so much. I've been working with that since I was about 8 years old. I've shared in private sessions some of that story, but I was introduced to the cosmology of the Pleiades when I was 8 through a meditation. Interesting. I just love it. So Pleiadian Stargate, freedom. There's that freedom. That freedom comes from within the spiritual recognition and sensitivity, beauty, and sensuality. So we are getting that sensual energy that's melding the feminine coming into your own, letting go of the masculine determining whether or not you are attractive. It's coming, bubbling up from within you. You have connected with this Pleiadian cosmic sensuality, the thing that the masculine wants a little of. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and divine feminines, I'm hearing you have decided that you are beauty because your eye is the beholder in your unique situation. Oh, and any eye that also beholds the beauty that you are is welcome there, but your say is the say in that matter. Thank you very much. And divine masculines, here is the freedom. When the divine feminine knows their value, knows their worth to this level, you don't have to worry that you'll be pinned down to be the one who is the surrogate for proving that to them. Ooh. Happy dance. That's a gorgeous message, everybody. Okay, where are the energies going? Tower and the Emperor. So divine feminines, you had the Emperor and inner letting go as your challenge, and you're gonna do it. Look at that. Emperor in the reverse again, with the Tower in the reverse, which is my internal recalibration. So that's the proof that you are restructuring your paradigms within and letting go of your divine masculine, or of the divine masculine, of the masculine, as more sacred than your connection to source and self. That's what true letting go means. It means letting go of the other so that your primary connection to source is paramount. Oh, you can't make this up. Divine masculines. Now the divine masculines are getting progress with their own inner emperor in the reverse. Dun dun dun. So divine masculines, when divine feminines are letting go of you, to this degree, you actually follow suit and recalibrate in the name of progress in your own right, letting go of control issues and having to dig your heels in and halt the flow of progress and stop at the red light, all of that, divine masculines. So that card of Temple of Suspended Endings, wasn't that it? Yeah, we got that right at the beginning. The holding space. We're seeing this kind of holding space before things can come back in recalibrated. That is absolutely an elegant motion of energy in today's reading. I'm so glad I pushed through this cold. I had to. There's no other way. Beautiful, beautiful. So what can we see in the meeting energy here? Perspective, ideals, and beliefs. Yeah, we've been seeing all of these things shifting on a foundational level within, and spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. These are the chakras aligning. So beliefs are aligning for both integrity, sovereignty, more of this release of codependency. It has to be lived to believed and learned firsthand. We are free will creatures, and it happens one incremental free will choice at a time. And every one of those choices we make systematically compounds on the next, and we see our lives change one thing at a time. One thought, one step, one choice, one motion, one belief at a time. Okay, let's see. I'm being asked to get one special message now for the feminines. Metatron star, exaltation, brilliance, triumph, and victory. Well done, divine feminines. You've actually done this. Oh, so stunning. And divine masculines, one card. Lyran Stargate, ancestry, courage, wisdom, and empathy. Empathy is a deep, compassionate motion, but empathy really, truly does allow the vision of other just as self, but knows the difference between the two. When it's in mastery, there's nothing more loving than empathy between two. And that's what allows for complete emotional transparency and equilibrium. Divine masculines, emotional availability, truly, without pretending. Much love, everyone. Bye for now.